This is the transmission of a Haynes Apperson. This is the 1903 Haynes Apperson, but all of the Haynes Appersons from 1897 through to about 1904 had this very same transmission. And as you'll see, that's the motor there, one cylinder, the second cylinder, that's the oil box. And this is the crankshaft. So inside of there is your conrods and pistons, and the crankshaft extends all the way out to this bearing on the outside of the chassis. And these gears, all four of them, 1, 2, 3, and the one with the silent chain here, are all connected to the crankshaft. So when the motor's running, those gears are constantly moving. Now likewise, if I move around the back here, you'll see that this gear is connected by a silent chain. This gear here is directly connected, and directly connected. So when the crankshaft is going, all four gears on the transmission are equally running. So the question then is, how is it engaged? And the answer is that is a band, a brake band, similar to a transmission band in a planetary transmission, as is that, as is that, as is that. And if you look on this one, you'll see that it's actually got an arm coming off it. And if I can lean forward, which I'm not sure I can, these four fingers here are all set up at 90 degrees to each other. And there is a collar and a bell crank. And when that collar is moved in, the fingers activate these levers and pull on the band, locking that gear into the drive. So to go from neutral, you have to go to first gear, then to second gear, then to third gear. To go backwards, you have to go third gear, second gear, first gear to neutral. And if you want to go to reverse, you go backwards from there. So that's how the gearbox is engaged. It's a very unique system. It's actually, if I come around here, I'm not sure how much we'll see of it. That is the gear lever. And this is a bell crank underneath there. So the gear lever is connected by this rod. And then the bell crank actually pulls, and I'm not sure, I might be able to do it from here. You can see that lever move, so that is actually engaging top gear. By leaning forward on the gear lever, you'll see that that lever moves, that puts pressure on the band and activates that gear. So it's a very ingenious system, and that's the transmission. And I'll do another video very shortly of the box that goes around the transmission, so a gear box that actually goes around the outside of it, and that's what any lubrication, which is just simply liquid grease, would actually sit in. So as far as I know, that's the first American iteration of a gear box per se, but I do stand to be corrected on that.